Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camp Patton Family Compound. With me tonight, shortly, going to have Tammy from Rebel Canners and Mark from Chef Tech. They're both running a little late. So I'll be starting off the Monday Night Fireside Chat with you guys. And tonight's topic, I can't remember who asked me to do it, but 5 survival meals using pantry staples. And how's everybody doing out there? Oh, we got 25 comments over here, so let me hop over here and look. Make sure I got everybody and start at the top. So first one in this evening was Walt Rogers, then Prepper Girl 10, Prepper Girl 10, then Phelan Clan Wolf, Troop 1351, Mark saying, that Magic Acres, that's Mark saying, I'll be a few minutes late, not home yet. Oh, panic. And let's see. And I made mention that the staff sergeant's in the kitchen with several grandsons fixing food. Sue Me's in the house. Geeky Gardens is here. Mother Earth Garden Club is here. Tammy Harder's here. Shady Hill Homestead. Suzanne Galley is in on Tammy's side. Diana 2 is here. And Kaylin Strain is here. All right. And I think we're caught up. Did I say Sumi? Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I only got 4 hours. You got 4 hours? Wow. I think I only got 3 last night. But one was pretty heavy because my wife was saying, it's raining. All right. Yeah. I know it's tough about sleep sometimes. And other times it's like, wow, I'm doing pretty good. I can see colors. No, I can taste colors. I can hear eyeballs moving. Oh, frost warning tonight. Yeah, we had ours last night. Let me hang on. Let me pop up here and take a look, see at the weather. Yeah. So tonight it's supposed to be, the low is supposed to be 38. High is going to be 60 tomorrow, then a low of 35. Then everything starts going up. Then it's going to be 62 on Wednesday night, 40, 71 on Thursday, 41 for Thursday night, 71 on Friday, 45 Friday night. Saturday is going to be 70, 43 for the low Saturday night, Sunday 71 again, and 46 Sunday night, and 76 on Memorial Day. Got to keep it warm so everybody go out there and barbecue. And Diana too just went over and hopped in over on Tammy's side as well, Rebel Canner side. Guess who's coming in here? We got a Trash Panda. Oh, I mean, we got a Mark.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Trash Panda.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where's Tammy? I thought I was the only one late.
No, she actually texted me about an hour and a half ago saying that she was going to be a little late with the wording right here.
Oh, okay.
Little bit late. Sawyer has driver's training.
I was driving, and I'm like, oh, my alarm went off. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be a few minutes late for that when I was still coming home from State College.
Yeah. So Sawyer has driver's training. The Michigan State Police have put out a traffic alert. The National Guard has been activated for ready response.
And there's an active warrant currently being.
Yeah. It's stay off the sidewalks, everyone. The safe spot is on the yellow dotted line.
Yeah. Safe spot is second floor in the nearest concrete bunker.
There.
And Aiden is here. What's Jack say? Jack says it's been so hot here. I'm tempted to hit the road for moms. That'd be Idaho Falls. No, that'd be Twin Falls in Idaho. But the temps up there would probably put this floor boy in shock. Yeah, we're having a bit of a chill, but it's starting to warm up. As we go on through the end of the week this week. Actually, give me a second here. Let me whip the other one up over here. Weather.com 2-week weather thing. So Monday 26th. Okay, there's a big difference between weather.com and NOAA weather. It said NOAA weather said on Sunday it was going to be 70. I guess not that big of a difference. 76, and weather.com said 76 on Friday, 78 on Saturday, and 79 on Sunday. Things are going to be going honkers there. And through the 2nd, the lowest temperature is Wednesday at 70. Wednesday the 28th at 73, and Thursday at 74, the 29th. So yeah, we got a 70. Fro's got a 78 and 79, not this weekend, but next weekend. So yeah, we're going to warm up again here, according to weather.com.
Yeah, hit a whopping 62 here today.
Yeah. Hang on. And what is the current temperature outside right now? Refresh. 55 degrees. And it was raining last night, and got some stuff done today. And I went to start the truck to go get gas because I thought I had one. I have 10 5-gallon gas cans. 9 of them I knew were empty. The other one was supposed to be full. I go out there, I can only find 9. I don't know what happened to the 10th one. Go to start the truck and nothing.
Oh, somebody stole the battery and a tank of gas.
No, I put the charger on it. Fault. The modern chargers, which means if it's really dead, it's not going to allow you to force a charge. Whereas back in the 70s and the 80s, it could be totally dead, and you pour a little water in it and put the charger on it, and it goes, and the earth starts shaking, and all of a sudden it's taking a charge.
That's the big spark you get when you put the ground cable on the battery. It's like snap. It's like, oh yeah, she's sucking some current down now.
Yeah. And Mother Earth Garden Club said the high was 60 where she lives today. Tammy Harder says, yep, it's chilly, rainy, stormy, 55 currently. So I made vegetable beef soup.
So what kind of Pantry?
That kind of fits into what tonight's topic, 5 survival meals using pantry staples. Guess who made it?
Hi.
Hello, Staple.
So the National Guard didn't have to respond for Sawyer being on the road?
He's not technically on the road. He is just in the classroom for all these hours. He has not done his first road trip yet.
Oh, okay. So they were just practicing, getting ready for him.
Yeah, he's still learning. He's got to learn the road signs yet. We quiz this every day. It's funny.
Oh, all right. So this morning we went up to Staff Sergeant and I went up to Home Depot because I found some cool stuff online that So online found the prices of dryers have gone, and the prices on stoves have gone.
Yep. I wonder why.
I couldn't find one. I wanted to get a camping stove with 2 gas burners. They're impossible to find. You have to order them. You can't even get them.
So they didn't have any in store, but they did have an Amana 30-inch wide 4-burner plain white stove without any of the bells and whistles on it for $4.99.
That's not too painful.
I have not seen it under $5.99 for at least 6 months. And so, we're going to, that's good. And it was like, well, it's a good thing you already got a gas dryer. No, that's still an electric dryer. What do they got for gas dryers? And we found one for $5.99. Those were up to $700 and $800.
Yeah.
For base models. And so
you didn't wait for the Memorial Day sale to pop in?
No, we got no, these things will disappear. They don't, okay.
Yeah.
So we went up there. We got an extra 150. We got $100 off getting two of them together because it brought it into a certain level. So, you get a bonus of $100 off since you're getting two items. Then it's like, you get $50 off if you sign up for the Home Depot credit card. I figure, we'll either pay it off. We've got 6 months to pay it off, no interest.
No, there you go.
And it's like, they'll be paid off in 2 months.
I do that at Lowe's. I pay everything. I buy things on my credit card, and I take the receipt. I walk right over. That's my dog whining. I walk right over to the cashier and say, I want to pay my bill. And they pull it up. They're like, you don't know anything. I hand them the receipt. I said, I'm going to pay this much. I said, this is how you save 5% by paying cash.
Yeah. Jeremy says it's been raining where he's at there in Tennessee for 8 days.
Ooh. It's supposed to rain 2 days this week. We'll see.
Yeah.
We need it.
The scratch and dent ones we checked online for down in Pocatello. The Home Depot in Idaho Falls had new ones, unscratched, undented, cheaper. So plus we got the discount and everything. So we did that this morning. But when I knew we went over to Sam's Club. Chris wanted to get some stuff, and then she gassed up her new Honda CR-V, and we're sitting there, and the car in front of us, the lady gets out, and the slider gets open, and I would say about a 8-year-old gets out, boy, walks around, and she has him pick up the nozzle, undo everything, put the nozzle. She's teaching him to fill up the car with gas. If you would think that, I think that's so. I think that was great. But what jumped into my mind, Jeff Dunham talking about before he brings the little guys out of their boxes out on stage, was talking about when his wife took the oldest daughter to go fill up the car, teach her how to fill up the car. She goes, I can do it. What? And it goes, and she's going click, click, turn it the wrong way, click, 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 click. It's not coming off. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Whatever, still click, click. But this mom was I thought the kid, it's okay. Turn it this way, that, and doing everything. It's like, yes, mom.
No.
All right. So tonight's topic: 5 survival meals using pantry items. And so what I was thinking on this, because I lost the email. Someone suggested it, and I lost the email because I was going to reread what they were suggesting. Anyways, if you're going to make survival meals to have on hand in case you need to evacuate because water's rising a little bit, you need to get the Red Cross shelter or whatever else, or tornado's coming, we need to go over to Uncle Jack's where he's got the big storm cellar with the heavy duty doors on it, or whatever. What type of meals would you be making as quote survival meals, using what you have in your pantry without going out and buying something special for it?
I kind of feel like I have an unfair advantage on this.
I think I think I have a real unfair advantage, seeing I was teaching the scouts how to do this and was teaching it in emergency preparedness fairs. Anyways, let's go to the next one here. So, what the heck? It didn't save. Dang it. Hang on a second. We'll find out what's going on here because I just put stuff in and I hit save. And why didn't it save? Escape.
We can wing it, right?
Hang on. Now, save. Let me try this again. What? I see everything here. I see absolutely everything here on it. Why is? Oh, I know why. All right,
Share
hang
screen.
on. No, I get it. Demerit.
Uh-oh.
I went overachiever on it. So, okay, so I forgot I set everything up to click on it. Are you going to make dry meals? Are you going to make wet meals? What type of container are you going to put these meals in?
Jars.
What? Oh, Mark might disagree with his Mylar freeze-dried stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
mice eat Mylar. That's all I'm going to say on that subject.
Mice can't get through 55-gallon steel drums with a clamp down lid either.
Well, then that's the container you're putting them in, not the Mylar.
Sure, but I don't think I'm going to eat it out of that container. That would be ugly.
And then shelf life. How long are these meals are supposed to be good for? And are they no heat or heat?
So you kind of deviated from your own topic. Survival meals using this pantry staples, not survival meals you made and jarred up and you're going to eat it.
It could be jarred up because that type of container. It could be Mylar. It could be done freeze dried.
No. You're missing my point there. I thought we were talking about staples like, onions, carrots, rice. Basic
wait a minute.
That's the name of the staples. I mean, yeah.
Wait a minute. Rice. Come on, let's go. Beans. Tomato products. Pasta.
Well, you got about 300 varieties already.
Canned meats.
Now you got 900 varieties.
Dried diced onions. There you go. Spices and seasonings. Salt. You got to remember the salt. Now, I'll hit on that when we get to that one, though. I have some for anyone in the side chat.
Pepper.
I don't need pepper. Salt you need to live. You don't need pepper to live.
I need pepper to live.
All right, let's see what we got. That's pies. Yep. Let's see what I'm missing. I'm gonna go back, make sure I catch everything. Okay. All right. Make sure I'm not missing any things. Spaghetti stored pasta, and hamburger. Yeah, you can put it all together. And what do you have? You have your homemade Chef Boyardee spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah. You have whatever you want.
Hey, it's
basically a matter of what you have in your pantry. Some people don't home can and home preserve, so they have other staples like, I don't know, canned green beans, canned corn, a box of rice-a-roni.
And I just listed some of the ones here. So thinking about everyone in side chat, put on your thinking hats. What would be a survival meal that you can make either dry or wet, can it, vacuum seal it, freeze dry it, whatever, and do something with it. I know that the making the homemade Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. I know there are a lot of scouts out there who would be going, yes, and even more we get going. All right, let's make chili mac. Yes.
That's what's for dinner here tomorrow.
I just freeze dried like 28-ounce portions of chili mac.
Yeah, and that I think for most, at scout camp, we see what all the different troops is, and the boys talk to the other scouts. What do you guys got? What are you guys doing on your own? Because there's a night during the week which is you're on your own. Yeah, I think Wednesday night you're on your own, and so they're supposed to plan for that, and so just a lot of them they say they're having mac and cheese too. Or chili mac. They're having chili mac. They're having this. And the chili macs, a lot of them were a can of beans and a can of macaroni and chili.
Well, we're having weenie beanie casserole. I know you know that one.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And don't forget the French onions, crackling onion things on top.
And moon over Miami's here. Yeah, from the shelves, but it's like this. You hear something's coming down the tracks where you may have to be bugging out for a short time or evacuating. What are you going to throw together? You're not going to run to the store. You need to get something together before you have to leave. Yeah, so it's from the shelves to go, but if you don't use it, then it goes back on the shelves for the next one.
This falls back into grow what you eat and preserve what you grow.
Yeah,
and you can make lots. I mean, unfortunately for me, yeah, I could walk downstairs and give you about 90 ideas just by looking at what's on my shelf.
Yeah.
Now I've been following a lady on Facebook that does Dollar Tree meals, and she puts the meals in a bag. So she will take a can of chicken and then a can of beans and a can of corn,
tomatoes,
and she will make
casserole,
taco soup.
Yeah,
oh, there you go.
Taco soup, and then she'll take a thing of the Coors with off-brand rice and chicken and a can of cream of mushroom soup, and then make one that's a casserole. And I've been thinking about putting some of these together, and she puts them in a plastic bag and then sticks them on her shelf, so they're all ready. She can just grab that bag and know that that's this meal, or she can donate it. Her other thing is she donates them to food pantries, all in the bag.
Yeah, and that's another way to do it. Do a survival meals. Put all your cans together, put it in a bag, or put it in a little cardboard Amazon box. Little small box, everything packed in there tight, and you write on it exactly what it is. Boom, and you can have a bunch of those ready to grab and go.
Yeah, and throw, if you're giving them away, throw a quick little recipe in there of, boil approximately 1 cup of water. And if you know how many liquid ounces are in the can, you can say dump the beans into the pot, fill your can up with water, and then fill your can up halfway with rice, and there you go. There's your 2-to-1 ratio for your rice and water or whatever.
Kaylin, that sounds delicious.
What's that?
Oh, she had me at curry and chickpeas.
Rice, canned chickpeas, curry, salt, pepper, onion, garlic to bag it. That works.
Yep.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'm just trying. My thought on this. Also, the other person was wanted to go a little bit different. I couldn't remember exactly what all they do. They wanted to go a little bit differently. I think. Just trying to remember back 6 months when they sent me the email. I added it to the calendar. Is that they're kind of thinking like, I can't remember exactly what it was. They were thinking more along like you were like jarring it and having it prepped ready to go. Well, for me, when you say survival meals, and to me it's kind of like, okay, there's a problem going on, and you're not going to be eating at home. One way or another, you're not going to be eating at home most likely. Do you want to be lugging a jar around?
No, I got freeze-dried food. Sorry, I keep throwing that out.
Which is why I was thinking about, you could take everything in this and put it in. You can take it with you and make it where you're at. You can throw stuff together and put it in. I'm going to say it, Snapware plastic containers. Or you can mix it up and put it in vacuum sealed bags, where all you got to do is find some boiling water and drop it in there and heat it up.
Yeah, but you got to keep it cold and/or frozen before you do that.
Now you're hauling around a cooler with ice, so is the weight better or not?
Yeah, so I mean that's the thing. You got to look at options. What you're going to be doing. Why are you doing it? What sort of container you're putting it in, and heat, no heat. And like I know Mark is going to be thumping his chest here in a minute.
What? I don't thump my chest. I just go, that's what I do.
No, he's going to be going, I win. Oh!
You don't have to have a freeze dryer. You can dehydrate a lot of backpacking meals. You can dehydrate chili without a freeze dryer. You can dehydrate spaghetti without a freeze dryer. You can dehydrate your own potatoes and make instant mashed potatoes without a freeze dryer. So you can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it's more fun with a freeze dryer.
I'm hoping to find that out someday.
And it lasts a whole lot longer, especially when my mashed potatoes have all my ingredients in them, including melted cheddar cheese, really lean bacon bits, sour cream, butter, salt, pepper. Yeah, pepper, little extra pepper. I like pepper, and garlic. And then I make it, I taste it. I'm like, yep, that's it. I throw them in little portion blocks on my trays, throw them in a freeze dryer, take them out, weigh them before, weigh them after. So I know I need to add 3 ounces of water to that little brick of instant potatoes, and I got my mashed potatoes. All right.
Yeah. So like Pepper Girl 10, because her dad used to vacuum seal steak and peppers after dehydration. Yeah. Sumi, I need to make canned more chili con carne.
Yep.
Now, before I just the thought popped into my head here, they do have on Amazon and other sites the canning machines to actually can in metal can things.
Sure, they're expensive, but yeah.
Yeah.
About $1,000 for one that will do all size cans.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy the cans, which are tough to find now because they used to be coming from China.
And the thing to seal those are made by All American.
Yeah.
So here's one thing that I would, if you're making a bucket, like I got to run downstairs, we got to get out of here. I know I'm going to be gone for 2 days because something's coming through the area, and I got to grab stuff. So I'm going to grab a 5-gallon bucket, go grab a bunch of different jars. I'll look at it. I'll grab a bag of pasta, whatever I got, throw it in a bucket. But I always want some oil. So if you go to there's I have a craft. It's like you can get it from a craft store. You can get them on Amazon. The little 1 ounce glass airline bottles that they put alcohol in, you can get empty ones, and you can put your olive oil in there. So you have a 1 ounce bottle of olive oil. You don't have to carry the whole bucket with you, and it makes a mess. The plastic things squeeze and pop.
You can buy little peel top things of olive oil too.
Oh, okay.
At the restaurant store, supply stores.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't have any more on that, but let's see. Aiden here says 1 can.
Fray Bentos. What is? I don't know what that is.
There's the next question right after it.
Yeah.
So let me.
I think there's talking refried beans, but that's my guess.
I don't know. Go back. What was his recipe?
Go back to the recipe.
There's a recipe.
Can of potato. I don't think refried beans you're going to mix with potatoes and carrots.
You'd be surprised.
Sure.
What people
potatoes,
do,
carrots, peas, and
right.
I'm just guessing that's with my linguistics. Fray Bentos is refried beans in my.
Or was that?
Because that's what he said earlier was the.
Yep. What is it?
The pie. So basically, it's a
kidney pie.
There's different. So you have your steak and gravy. You have your steak and kidney. You have your chicken.
What country is that? Is that our country?
I believe that's the motherland, aka
England.
The island between France and Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, the people that
Ireland
we kicked out of our country. They tried to instill their rules on us, and we said, "Get out, or we'll shoot you." Okay, yeah, I got you.
The ones that gave us the guns first because they didn't want to station troops here.
Yeah, and then we said, "Oh, thanks, get out."
Yeah. Kaylin said, "Across the pond."
Yes,
the big pond.
So Tammy, it's killing me. I got so much lemon balm, it's like literally taking over the area right off my deck here, and it's killing me not to hit it with the weed whacker. And I'm gonna go out there with a spade, a little shovel, and I'm gonna dig them up. You're gonna get some Maryland soil with your
perfect
with your stuff. It's clay, so that's probably what they like. They like clay. I don't know. So just make sure you have a little bit of space in your vehicle to go home.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
All right.
Make sure you have some space in your vehicle to go back home after the show, because I'm probably just going to give you like a shallow Rubbermaid tub full of them.
You should have seen
I
all
remember the
plants
video
last year.
after I saw this. That was what, about 6 to 9 months ago, wasn't it, Aiden? There, it was a little while ago, but when I saw this and at the pot, then it all clicked again. I need to visually reboot my brain. What now? Here's something that, all right. Try this one on for size. You got your small can of cooked hamburger. You get it at Wally World and some other stores too. You got your can of baked beans. Mm-hmm. You got your little pouch of instant mashed potatoes.
Shepherd's pie.
And,
yay.
And then you
baked beans and shepherd's pie. No.
Yeah, well,
But I'm saying you got your cowboy beans and with a side of mashed potatoes.
There you go.
And if you want to, you've got a can of corn and, to go along with the mashed potatoes as well. There's a survival meal right there, and it's all sitting on the shelf, ready to be grabbed. And you got to make sure you grab your little camp stove. Your little pack stove.
Yeah. I forget whose show we were talking about Rice-A-Roni boxed and how long it lasts. But I take Rice-A-Roni.
That was Saturday with
was it with Jaron? Okay.
Shadow,
can of corn and a chicken breast. I chop up the chicken breast in chunks, throw it in the pan, saute it, throw the rice and the Rice-A-Roni rice in there, and get it brown. And then I dump in the water, and I strain my corn water out because I don't need that much starch.
I'll be right back. I forgot to bring something. I'll be right back.
I have a whole Rice-A-Roni chicken corn. I got everything in there.
Yep. See, I would probably grab my canned chicken with the broth, and then make chicken and noodles or chicken and dumplings or chicken and rivals. If I'm really, that would be my number one go-to comfort meal. If I
my
just
kids used to love it growing up. I'd get home. We were making dinners all weekend, different foods, and that had lots of leftovers. And I'd get home on Tuesday, and the girls would be like, "What do we have for dinner?" I'm like, "That's a good question. Let's go make something." And it was called. We just played. What do you got? I would cook pasta, and then we would just add whatever vegetables, spinach, didn't matter. Threw it in there. I made some kind of a pasta dish, whether it had a cream sauce or usually it was a cheese sauce because I like cheese. All right, what do you got? Oh, he's still on mute.
He's unpacking.
Okay, so I just ran into the one cabinet, and Saturday, sorry, Kaylin, I know you don't like this, but I got this on Saturday because it's the first time I've seen it at Costco.
Pulled pork in a can. Okay.
Yes. Tuna. Beef in the can. Chicken breast in the cans. Ooh. Same cabinet had the enchilada sauce red. Oh, and the Hormel dried beef.
There you go. SOS.
SOS. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, from this, with a box of pasta, I use the same box with each different meat.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, or I can also add to each one of the different meats a can of baked beans, a can of sugar maple beans, different, all the different, varieties of. I just lost it. Oh, the brand of beans where the guy has his dog with him and the dog talks to him in the commercial.
Bushes.
Yeah. They got what, 20 different styles of beans?
Yeah.
So, and that's just beans there. And then wait a minute, I want to stretch a little bit farther. So I'm going to throw a cup of rice in there. Every one of these, throw a cup of rice in, or two. Oh, wait a minute. I want to throw some, I can throw some corn in there too. Now it's expanding.
Or and if all of a sudden you find yourself on the run and you don't have time to mix things together, open a can and eat it out of the can. It's cooked.
Oh yeah. It's cooked. And it's
Well, not the dried beef, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, some of our scouts are doing this big time. I tried it. It's not bad.
My mother
Well,
loved that stuff. I cannot choke it down.
Yeah.
It is not in my survival pantry.
But the cans of tuna, some of the scouts also brought these up to camp.
Of course.
They go, I don't like what they're having over there in the mess hall for lunch. And they pop open a couple cans, and they start making their own little stone soup there in camp. Everybody's contributing.
Yeah.
So also someone pulls out a couple of the top ramen packets. Okay, we're adding this to it. The tuna, we got this. Hey, scouts survive.
Yeah.
Scouts live through their own experiments.
And tell one of the other scouts, like, hey, grab the bowl of mayonnaise and don't let them see you. And we'll bring the bowl back tomorrow, maybe. Yes, I used to do that.
Yeah.
I won't tell you what I did with the cans of tuna. I took a can of sardines in oil camping with me for a snack, and then somebody really annoyed me, and I was very much a prankster as a child, so I dumped the can of sardines out by where her head was at the tent. She had raccoons trying to get in her tent all night long. She had a terrible night. So much so that
it wasn't
she
me.
couldn't annoy
It
me.
wasn't me. I don't poach on Girl Scout camps. I don't do that.
That was your cousin, right?
This was church camp. It was a camping trip. I went with my youth group.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to talk about the things we did on our youth group. You know, swapping out people's shampoo with Nair. Yeah, that was not a good day.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kaylin, you can add your own stuff to all of these here. Oh, we don't have any tinned salmon here. I think my wife has some there back in California or something, some other one. Also the oyster. Anyways. Let's see. Sumi says salmon, a couple cans of diced taters. Oh, I forgot diced taters. Or my grandmother used to get the taters in a like this, in a jar like this. The little small white potatoes.
How could you forget all the canned potatoes?
Yeah.
In a survival situation, I will be eating potatoes for a very long time to come.
And the kids will be eating potatoes, whether they like it. You hungry? That's all you got.
In the can of broth, you make a soup. And if you make it thicker, then it's not soup, it's chowder.
Yeah.
You thicken it with flour, it's stew.
Yeah. But see, all right. Mother Earth, from my basement, chicken broth plus chicken breast plus grab a can of Pillsbury biscuits, fridge. Yeah. Dutch oven time.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good one. See, that's the idea. To get you, my idea is to get you guys, everybody, making ideas. Start grabbing from the shelves.
Yeah. Hey, you got a Dutch oven and you got Pillsbury. If you can grab a can and you can eat it before it explodes on its own, yeah, just roll them out and just pull out your little biscuits, flatten them out really big, grab some
or cut them into
meat
pieces.
beans things, and put the meat, make little sandwich pockets.
Yeah,
squeeze them together and throw them in a Dutch oven and brown them and cook them. And there you go. Eat it on the fly.
Then there's the other way. You take it, you cut them up. You get a gallon Ziploc bag. You throw all the pieces in there and dump a bunch of brown sugar and cinnamon in there.
Yep.
That's dessert.
Monkey bread.
That's dinner. Who are you kidding?
But yeah, there. So the idea tonight was to think outside the box. Make a list. Write some of these ideas down, folks. Hey, brain aid number one. I mean, your prep for today. Brain aid. Get a notebook. Write it down.
Here's a couple things you need to think about. You can use the water from the chickpeas. Somebody has said a recipe with chickpeas. You drain that water. That's an egg substitute. And then also you can use applesauce as an oil substitute or an egg substitute. So make sure you pack the applesauce. I got those little applesauce cups. I took those with me this weekend.
All right. I'm going Uncle Al on you here.
Mm-hmm.
box of Jiffy cornbread. What can you do with it?
Lots of stuff.
He's always going to box of Jiffy cornbread.
I love that stuff. Well, obviously, you take your baked beans and your hamburger, and then you put the Jiffy cornbread on top, and you bake it in your Dutch oven, and you've got a complete protein, beans and corn. Or you just make a bean soup and have cornbread on the side. Again, complete protein. You know,
you can pan fry and make them a little thinner. You can make corn pancakes out of it. I mean, they're kind of weird, but
if you don't have the hamburger, if you have the chicken,
same thing,
or the canned roast beef,
yep,
or the pork, or the tuna,
yep,
or the chicken of the sea.
Yeah, you can take a slice of cornbread and put it right in your bowl of soup instead of crackers, and it'll soak up the broth and be really good.
You could take the Jiffy cornbread mix, put it in a bowl, add in your undrained canned beef, dump that in there, and then dump some corn in there. Just make sure to drain it. Don't drain it all in there because you need to make sure it's still thick. And you can make little meat pie patties like pancakes, but for dinner.
Yeah. All right. So, and Sumi said cans of crab meat and home canned ham chunks.
Yep.
What can you make with that?
Well, you take your Old Bay cheddar biscuits and the crab meat, and you make
crab biscuits,
crab puff.
Yeah.
This is some really tongue in cheek, low class survival food here. We're eating hog eye on the hog.
I'm sorry, I'm a foodie. I can take a bunch of random weird stuff and make it into really good food. Oh.
All right, someone's coming up with another one after this. Hush Puppies, so there's that one.
Now it all depends on what you have to cook with, and if you're bugging out or taking stuff with you. Did you really bring the cast iron Dutch oven with you? Probably not, but maybe.
If I gotta grab the camping trailer, it's in the camping trailer.
Oh, there you go. But not everybody has a camping trailer.
Yeah. All right. Sumi has a couple here. So there's the one here. Mexican casserole, tuna, tomato, and it could probably either be diced or whole tomatoes. Dried onions on the bottom, top off of Jiffy cornbread mix, can of corn or freeze dried cheese.
Yep.
Home canned ham, split peas, dried onions, split pea soup. Yeah, Sumi's firing off some good stuff here. All right, so here's one that Southwest Survival Mix. I've done videos on it. I've talked about it a lot. Ground up your hamburger. Toss in several cups of rice, several cans of diced tomatoes, can of black beans or two, can of white navy beans or two, and get out your container of taco seasoning and just start scooping that stuff in there. The scouts would eat it all. Gone, where's more? And their bellies are swelling. They go, where's more?
Yep.
So, and if you want cans of corn, that kind of rounds it out there on that.
Well, it makes a complete beans and corn are a complete protein. Beans and rice, complete protein. So then,
Yeah, and if you're so lucky to have the freeze-dried grated cheese, mix there, you can sprinkle that on top of it and let it rehydrate and melt. And everybody else is going to be drooling at your campsite or wherever you're at.
No, they don't do that when I go camping.
When I camp anyway.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out what
to bring. Keeps on thinking outside the box. She goes, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, Rotel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what I need to bring to the food the food show thing, because I know we're getting lunch. Do we get breakfast?
No.
Okay, no breakfast. We get lunch. We don't get dinner, right?
Yep.
Okay, that works.
Hang on.
Freeze-dried eggs it is, and then freeze-dry whatever meals we feel like grabbing.
All right. Food club. Yeah. This is the mild. Goes on a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Here too.
It'll make these guys happy.
Oh.
It'll make these guys happy. Heck, it'll make these guys happy.
How'd you get my picture of my friends up there?
It'll even make her happy.
Yeah.
And it might make these guys happy too. What? Oh, good point. Good point. What would you grab for breakfast?
Canned sausages.
I have pancake mix sealed in jars. So I grab pancake mix. I grab that applesauce. I grab my canned milk. I'm good. Canned sausage. Yeah. I got all that. I got
canned sausage, canned bacon.
Yeah.
Go with it. And your jar of canned maple syrup.
My favorite Mennonite store had let's see, 4 packs of 16, however many Jimmy Dean sausages, turkey sausage, no nitrates, none of that stuff, pre-cooked for $1.99.
Ooh.
And they're frozen, and they're cryovac frozen in packs of 8. So I just come home, rip them open, throw them on the freeze dry trays, throw them in a freeze dryer, and I got 8 in the packages. I literally just add hot water to them and let it just suck up the hot water. I mean, boiling water. And then I can, if I want to throw them in a pan and fry them, great. If not, I just eat them right out of the bag. I got turkey sausage, and they taste really good.
I also vacuum seal. Right now we don't eat a whole box of cereal before it goes bad. So I will take out a couple pints and vacuum seal it and throw it on my pantry shelf too. Because if I don't, it'll just sit there and then it'll get all nasty.
You think after 60 years of dried cereal from General Mills and that, they'd eventually put Ziplocs on the top of their bags? Nah.
All right, sue me. 4 canned sausage. 4 canned bacon. Check out her videos on it. She did videos on it. Yes.
And not just
canned sausage patties. You can even make canned hamburgers if you want.
You can can sausage links too. You just have to stick a fork in them before you put them in the.
Yeah, you don't want them to go boof.
There is a little tool that's a bunch of little spikes on a wheel about that wide. It's about 4 or 5 little wheels on there, and you go and takes little itty bitty holes, not big holes.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's cheaper? The fork that's already in your drawer that I didn't have to buy on Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just stab him a few times, stuff the jar till they're full, put some water in it, up to 1 inch headspace. Because if you, they don't look as good as the dried beef if you don't put some water in there.
Yeah.
And then
you do them raw or cooked? You put raw ones in there, right? And do that?
I put the raw ones in and do them for the meat time. I put the cooked ones in and do it for the meat time. It doesn't matter, raw or cooked, it's the same time.
Right. Yeah. No, I meant, I was just wondering if you do raw or cooked or both.
Depends on which ones I buy on sale.
Well, there you go.
One of the things also to consider is with this, if everybody's thinking outside there, okay, go ahead.
Before I forget though, on that same topic, don't get the ones with a lot of sage. Sage turns bitter and when you can it. So try to get sausage. If you're doing like sausage patties, try to get some that's not real sagey, that you can tell where the sage is on the list of ingredients.
Unless they just listed as herbs and spices. Then you're kind of on your own. Then cook one and taste it before you can it.
They might have a little bitter taste once you open them. They're still edible. They're still good.
Just dump it when you put the water in there to can it. Just throw in a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Or just put
Courtney would say, well, sage will keep the evil spirits away.
Yeah. Also keep the neighbors away if you can it. They won't come over to eat it because I won't eat it.
So think about this, folks. Do you need to expand your pantry to have some of these items we've been talking about? Like the canned sausages and bacon?
Canned beef broth, chicken broth. You can do lots with broths. If you have all the basic staples, you can do a lot because that's your ingredient list. I mean, you look in a recipe book and you're making something that says, okay, use a quart of beef broth and a can of this and some fresh that. No, you can probably have most of that stuff ready to go in separate things and use it for multiple different platforms.
When I was growing up, we didn't have cans or containers of beef broth or chicken broth. We had the little cubes of beef bouillon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Little
And
salt,
so I'm
little
just
salt biscuits. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. We used to have contests to see who could
Yeah, we did too. We did that
how
too.
many you could do before it's like, give me water. Hey,
Water.
pre-teenagers. All right. So you have all this beef bone broth and chicken or turkey bone broth, condensing it down to make almost like to make your own beef bouillon or chicken bouillon cubes or something. Possible? How hard is it?
They sell beef and chicken and just about any kind of animal broth in packets now, freeze dried, already in the packets. They're on the Walmart shelves. I just saw them. I saw some the other day, and I'm like, what? Like a couple months ago, I'd never heard of this. But because of everybody is so, Weiler's is a very popular brand. But they now have for drinking. So it's just like you're getting a lemonade packet, only it has a bean broth packet or a beef broth packet or a chicken broth packet. You can get those bone broth and put those in with your rice. Put those in with your noodles and vacuum seal jar.
Mirepoix. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Now today we went to Sam's Club. My wife got one of the those $4.99 chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Rotisserie chickens.
I was just gonna say that I always buy two.
Yeah. She went and broke it all up into parts to do different things like did a bunch of things here with it. And she's drained it off and it was starting to gel up already. And so I pulled out one of those it wasn't the Pyrex ones, it's the ones I got afterwards of the snap seals that are made from the actual
the good glass.
The good glass. Some are a silicate glass. Mm-hmm. And so we filled one of those. She goes, refrigerator, freeze. I go, freeze it. That's the good glass. Freeze it.
I don't even do that. When I'll get two chickens, and the first night we'll eat whatever chicken we want off it, and then I'll strip both of them for chicken salad and just whatever she wants to have with the chicken, hot, cold. I just leave it separate. Mm-hmm. The bones, they go in the oven for another 45 minutes at like 375 to brown them a little more. And then they go in a pot and I make chicken stock. And it is so good. And in the winter, we do that in the wintertime. Yeah. And then the chicken stock's done. I strain all the bones out. Oh, that's when we just make chicken soup.
Well, right now we still have the electric oven. The gas range isn't coming till next Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I just got rotisserie chickens for $2 a piece.
Nice.
Where?
At Walmart, my local
Walmart.
Walmart.
They were probably getting close to their 4-hour mark.
No, well, they were chilled.
They chilled them.
Oh, okay. They pull them off the shelf before they hit their time, and they throw them in the freezer.
Before 2020, they were $4 a piece, and then since 2020, they've been $6. But the other day, they had marked them for $2 a piece, and I loaded up on those babies.
Yep. Oh, I just worry because I don't trust the Walmart employees with their time stamping on food, how long it's actually been in the danger zone and stuff like that.
I think it's okay.
Yeah. Sam's Club by me and BJ still have the chickens that way. I think they're $5 or $6 hot, right? You just sit there and wait for it. He just packs them up, puts it out. There's your chickens. Yeah, we're all in line. Load them up.
Burbox bouillon is what hospitals serve their patients.
Yeah. Hang on, get this out of my way. Got to get to the keyboard here, folks. STORA storage. Not sure this is going to come away. I got too many words in there. Let's see what happens here. Yep, there it is. And this is and Sumi said anchored glass. No, this is This is the one I got. In fact, this one on top there is the size I use to put it in on the far right there. But come on.
Yeah, and that stuff's
right here,
oven safe.
right here. Material, borosilicate glass.
Yeah,
good
it's oven
stuff.
safe.
Yes.
Just don't put the lids in the oven.
No, the lids are
BPA free plastic. Yeah.
They're silicon with the plastic clips on. I wish I had the metal clips on it. Then it would be great.
Well, the lids themselves aren't silicone. It's the gasket that's silicone.
The gasket on there and the lid is it's a so yeah. Oh, I did find. All right, so I'm going to deviate here on you guys for a second here. Let me pull it up here for you. All right. I found something interesting, and I put it in the wish list because I'm going to have to wait until I get permission. There we go. All steel, stainless steel containers, food containers.
There you go. So here's a tip for all you here's a tip for all you stainless steel lovers. It's like, oh, it's stainless steel. I'm gonna get it. Bring a magnet with you.
Good boy.
Because not all stainless is
stainless enough.
Not magnetic. Yeah, there's not enough of zinc in there or whatever they put in there. And so that's why your home refrigerators, it's stainless. Yeah, they still stain and you can get rust dots on them because
it's low stainless. It's
low grade stainless. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why refrigerators, your magnet still sticks to it for your kids' artwork, and it's a stainless fridge. Well, it's not that good stainless.
Yeah. It's actually a high brushed high carbon steel. So yeah, it's almost stainless, but it's not quite stainless. It's just brushed, power brushed on it, so it's all looking stainless. What's that? Company that makes spam.
You can make your own spam, Janet. FYI.
Yeah. Hang on, where is it here? I'm trying to find that piece of documentation here. Dang it. I don't see it. Where's the documentation? Dang it.
Hey, I don't hear any sirens yet there, Tammy, so you must be in good shape.
We're home. I just went live as soon as we got home. I'm in the driver's seat. No way. He's not getting to drive. No way.
Yeah, no, I thought he was still in the class, so whatever.
Oh no. I have no internet at the school. So
that's right. They have the blocker
he
there.
He jumps in the car and we drive home, and that's what he gets out at 7:45, and I get back here about.
There it is. All right, hang on here. Got to put this up here just right. In 1937, Hormel Foods made their first batch of Spam. They just announced they will make their second batch later this week.
It's an oldie but a goodie, but yeah.
Yeah. There, low nickel. Yeah, low nickel.
Yeah.
Yes, those ones I got, the borosilicate glass, are definitely microwave safe.
Here's a tip: if you have that plastic lid and you choose to leave it on there when you microwave something, which I wouldn't, don't let it sit for more than about 10 seconds after it comes out with the lid sealed on it, because it'll suck the top of the lid right down in. No, it'll pull it when it cools off. It sucks it down. You ain't getting it off.
Yeah, I was going to say, pop the lid, and I just heard something go boom outside here. Hang on. Take a look-see here. I figure out what the heck that was. Not sure. Don't see anything here in my yard, so my yard's safe. All right. Yeah. So yeah, folks, think about what you have in your pantry. Think about stuff you heard down here that you think is good that you might want to add to your pantry. Write it down on a shopping list. Ken says, Gil, I heard Iowa thunder. Well, there was something that went boom, and I don't know, it was a metal, like a metal garbage can being dumped over. Big one, they pick up with the forks and pick it up on the truck, or somebody's big thing over there. Something metal fell over and went boom. And it's not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, so no thunderstorm. So, anyways, makes me nervous when I hear weird noises like that. All right, so everyone, think about it. Come up with good ideas. Do some experimenting in your kitchen and grab stuff and see what sort of, if you can make a really tasty meal. And then next week you can share it. All right, so coming up here is, all right, Sumi's already dipping out with laters. All right, so tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping for Tactical Tuesday is should you organize a CAG? Thursday night is a midnight ride. Friday is plant your food tree now. Oh, we also went to a new nursery today too. Saturday is after the polar ice caps melt. What are your plans? Next Monday here is Memorial Day. And if we go live, we'll be talking about pre-cooked meats that you can grab for a meal. Simple tonight, but pre-cooked meats that are good to eat. So, because I'm not sure if we're going to go live for Memorial Day or not. So I will talk with these guys afterwards, and we'll see what's going on. Tammy, you planning on going live this week at all?
I can't. I have to work on my second job, so I will be not available.
All righty. And yes, I see that. Lee should be going live any minute now. All righty, folks. So if you have a chance, head on over there to Cold War Prepper for his live. And we will see you. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow for Tactical Tuesday. Should you organize a CAG? That's Community Assistant Group. All right, folks. Have fun.
Have a good night.
Well.
Cook something.
Yeah.